1 year of Tinubu government has been a tragedy. Not one problem has been solved. Hey guys, welcome back to Prospect Channel TV. Thank you for always coming out here. If you are just joining us, please kindly subscribe to this channel. Don't forget to give us a thumbs up. Thank you. A former House of Representatives member, Bugaje, has said that President Bola Tinubu's administration has been a tragedy to Nigerians in his 1 year in office. Bugaje featured on Channels Television Politics Today on Wednesday evening. He said President Tinubu's government has not solved a single problem in Nigeria, but created more problems that it met. He described Tinubu's government as grouping in darkness and added that it is unfortunate that Nigeria has no metrics to evaluate governance and compel leaders to scientifically represent their achievements to the people. Bugaje said, for citizens and the people who have been in government, clearly the last 1 year has been a tragedy. There is no one problem they have been able to resolve. I cannot see any other than no clue. I gave them the sense they are feeling the pressure on the faces of Nigerians, and perhaps they are trying to see how they can assuage their this anger because the people are hungry. He said since the administration came to power on May 29, 2023, I have not seen one problem that they have solved. If anything, the policies they started with have created far more problems than they found. And in this 1 year, they have clearly groping in the dark, he said. He continued, this is a time for them to admit and seek for help from those who know Nigeria is full of people with the experience, with the expertise. They may not be in your party, they may not even be in politics, but this is the way many countries have been able to get out of their problems. What we are going through is not new. Countries go through this from time to time, but what do we do? What did they do? They drew from their resources, their intellectual resources, their administrative resources, the people who have experiences. This country is full of them, but they, the leaders, lock themselves up and they are not delivering. Speaking further, he said, I feel uncomfortable discussing this without even defining what their metrics are. We as a nation should have by now developed metrics for evaluating governance. In the academics world, there are statistics. Every government should have come with a baseline after 1 year. They will be able to say scientifically, this is the production in terms of agriculture, what we found in 2023, and this last season we have improved by number of these metric tones. In the area of security, these are the figures we would have improved. The first thing is the morning was about 20 people picked up by bandits. Okay? The first thing this morning was about 20 people picked up by bandits right in Guarapa in an estate. If Abuja, with all the presence of the government, is not safe, this is a center shock to many residents of Abuja. Other citizens in Sokoto, in Zamfara, in Benue, in Cross River, and wherever they are constantly being killed, being maimed, and displaced. We must be concerned. My point is, what I have held so far is empty. That has not spoken to the problems on the ground. If you are talking about more money to the states, that is not your business. That is a revenue allocation formula. You are not doing a favor to anyone. You are simply implementing the revenue allocation formula. It is a law, he said. For the people who have been in government, at Sango of Lagos State, clearly the last 1 year has been a tragedy. There is no one problem they have been able to solve. I cannot see any other one clue. I gave them the sense. They are feeling the pressure on the faces of Nigerians and perhaps they are trying to see how they can assuage this anger because the people are hungry. Usman had said, Bugaje have said, there is actually a benchmark for gauging performances of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, which he can be impeached for a former House of Rep member not to know what is in Constitution of Nigeria. But I do from Berlin goes miles and tell you folks that I am the greatest. Now that Ali is dead, low the budget. Okay, I don't really get that. Someone just dropped that. Truth be told, Tinubu Govt heavily with his appointment because political patronage blinded him. Apart from the Minister for Interior, the Works, the FCT, and possibly Aviation, I did not see any promise anywhere in the MDAs. We unfortunately have a CBN governor and Minister for Finance who are just engaged to say yes to everything World Bank, IMF tells them, and the Minister for Power who is so arrogant about how electricity and appliance work. How can such character make any positive impacts in that sector? The said thing, I don't see any sign of reshuffling the cabinet to bring in competent individuals as opposed to political favor. So guys, these are some reactions from Nigerians. So what's your take? I beg, make we hear from you. Kindly drop your comment below the comment section. Don't forget to give us a thumbs up. Thank you.